The Link Up Live by USA 228 with your host, Kiki El Silencio.
Yo, what's up, y'all? This DJ E-Max, you already know. Welcome to the Link Up Talk Show with Kiki El Silencio. Right now, we're going to do a little mix right before Kiki gets in. All right, let's go.
DJ E-Max, DJ E-Max, DJ E-Max. Hey! Hey! Hey!
Lo me vivi na weekend. Me vivi na weekend. Shisha vivi na weekend. Weekend, Miami vivi na weekend, chez un vivi na weekend, Carré, Dolce, Select vivi na weekend. Vendredi matin le quarta, Mdola Wodo Malega, parce que sans la tous en déyaga, Dola non quoi mener, ma que soit clair. Les quoi mais y'a de quoi m'de fait passer, et où est le pépé, Miami a dansé, les villes pépé, Miami a poussé, parce que l'homme vivi na weekend. Et vivi na weekend. Mad complex vivi na weekend. Seven flash vivi na weekend. Chibikilo vivi na weekend. Somme, Diesel, Monte Cristo vivi na weekend.
Yeah, la vie est beau, yeah, tout aime beau, qu'ils aiment beau, et l'on zembo, yeah, la vie est beau, baby, la langue est beau, yeah, et fais les motos des jouets, à côté, on nous paie jouets, et les motos, je veux le paie jouets, ils aiment ma bise, ils aiment ma bise, ils aiment ma bise, ils aiment ma bise,
Sugar bonito, poquito, y si c'est bonito, Benito, ça c'est de l'art.
Picasso,
tu suis le manga,
Samurai,
Nakamura,
Atamera,
Camera, Dengolo, Ezama sistema, Dengolo, Ezama, Dengolo.
on the track.
Yenta mule ya genye, muma hanyi, mule zome. Yenta mule ya genye, muma hanyi, mule zome. Y'a des gens dans la pleine, et dans simplement pleine. Madame qui connaît dans mon dos et aboyer. Yenta mule ya mule diga. Aristo le blédard. Yenta mule ya genye, muma hanyi, mule zome. Yenta mule ya genye, muma hanyi, mule zome. Yenta nyele ya genye, muma hanyi, mule zome. Yenta mule ya genye, muma hanyi, mule zome.
Hey, do beche wole kibe, e kubilo no ne no imaba. Wane chonge tumeare, oyona no subu bene bae kwa. Mai dobe mabare, no subwe wa kuhumba no tekwa. Kaka mawa homeare, bojo no. Tumeje uchababa.
Link Up Live by USA 228 with your host, Kiki El Silencio.
Daqui uma minha to. Minha besoin de Link Up Talk Show. Et je dis le choix, mais c'est juste pour vous montrer les talents et ceux qui font de la bonne chose, ceux qui mettent it haut le drapeau togolais. Donc, je vous remercie une fois encore d'être ensemble avec nous aujourd'hui pour le show d'aujourd'hui, de Link Up Talk Show. Donc, à bientôt, si vous voulez que nous disions que nous avons soumis boy ni Link Up. Bientôt, venez. Share button, ouais, gomme. Il y a share live, il y a partager parce que le bébé il partager et donc il y a jamais le ouais, il a des efforts. Bah, il partager ce sera la même personne qui est dans le choix chaque temps. Bon, il faudrait que les choix grandir. Il y a si les choix, mais donc, à qui il y a si les choix, mais il faudrait qu'on partage. Il y a partagé le tout le groupe, il y a partagé le mien, le profil dit, il y a invité. Il y a un, mais pas jeune live. Sans plus tarder, il y avait sœur des cas, que les diasporas, et elle fait beaucoup, mais elle parle peu. Et elle fait beaucoup, mais elle parle peu. Donc, mi pas bien et avec des links à Betty, elle a mi a shine some light on her. Mi a shine light de l'eau, mi avait sœur, il a dit qui fait beaucoup pour représenter le Togo. Donc, à Yenti et bien non, il faudra que le miracle, mi avait sœur, à savoir émission. Donc, sans plus tarder, ma collègue, il y avait sœur aller simplement, il y a pas de la débat et carrément. Mais, de coucou l'ami, continuez à partager, c'est très important, mais de coucou. Partagez, invitez vos amis à nous joindre parce que c'est très, très important pour la continuité et l'évolution de Link Up Talk Show. Donc, voyons voir si Dede est prête.
Salut.
Salut, Dede, comment ça va?
Ça va, bon, allez.
Ah, ça va, je dis, doit dire John encore, je dis, va dire John parce que, ensemble avec Ewalo, qu'est-ce qu'on on va essayer de causer, la canción et en plus, Mila sort un coup peut-être à Miamelo Milewo, les diasporas, mais qui est à mon nom. Donc, Nyani Jeudi Bareke, the Link Up Talk Show. I'm always happy, I'm always excited. Donc, thank you, first of all, thank you for accepting the invitation to come on the Link Up Talk Show. Et Nabina Ombo, après schedule et busy. But you wanted to come on the show, donc accepter l'invitation. So thank you so much for that. And once again, people, if you're watching us, Dede Esse is here. So I want you all to share the live. Please don't sleep on that. Share the live because she has a lot to share with us. Share the live, invite your friends, and let's all get to know Dede Esse.
Thank you. It's been a pleasure. How are you?
I'm great.
Yeah, it's such a pleasure to be here. When you asked me to do this, I always try to make time, but man, it was hard. It was hard. So
I know. It wasn't easy.
Yeah.
It wasn't easy to get you, but I'm glad. We're making this happen. I'm so excited for it. So let's go. Amo, je crois que Amo les premiers mots. So let's start with this, okay? Who is Dede Esse? Je crois bien c'est Esse, non Esse, c'est Esse. Donc Dede, who is Dede Esse?
Dede Esse. Bon, Esse, c'est le nom de mon arrière-grand-père. Donc, it's my last name, Esse. Tous les Togolais m'appellent Esse parce que le que mon derrière et bon, on y a le cola et ils ont raison, c'est pas la faute. La faute est peut-être à nous, la famille, qui ont décidé d'écrire ça comme ça, quoi. Donc, à Dede Esse, qui suis-je? Je suis une femme entrepreneurière. Wait, I'm going to go in English. I am an entrepreneur. I like business. I am passionate about business. I love fashion. I love art. And I'm all about creating generational wealth, not just for this lifetime, but for I think about 20 years from now, I think about my children and my children's children. So I love creating and I love business. Dede Esse is a passionate entrepreneur who is trying to just get to the next level and not trying to stop for anything. So yeah.
That's amazing. That's great. I'm happy to hear the name Sininibe. You know, in our diaspora, there are females like you who or they are pushing it to the next level because there's one thing que I personally noticed, right? Que COVID va movement bogbolo nani que piloté or pushed by our Togolese sisters in the diaspora. Donc, my felicitation, and also I will encourage you to reach your level so that you can bring more other sisters with you. Donc, masa konvide nga kansenvide amdo kube ken yo ankele yo be Dede Esse yo be no be sir. Donc, mi amo conheci mia me mi po Dede amingba yo be Esse. Esse. Donc, that's the name, Esse, that's the last name. Parce que when you come they didn't know, but Esse is Esse. So I had to know it and I corrected it. Donc, okay, yeah, let me join you for more. My bio, what push you into art? Parce que, the main reason and the main goal for this show is to push people that are, doing something culturally, that are pushing the culture and pushing the diaspora, right? So, the first thing est impressionning, that was your artwork. Okay, so that's when I was like, wow, this is dope. Now through there, I was like following you. So can you tell us what pushed you into art in general and painting?
Yes. So art is something that's in my blood. Like my father himself, one of his mentors when he was in college was Paul. Paul Ayi, he's a legend. He's
yes.
a legend, a Togolese legend. So my father has this talent where he would look at someone and he will just draw you. He'll put you right on paper with a pencil. He'll draw your portrait. So I was at home from college one time in Kansas City, and I was kind of bored, and I had a lucky bamboo. It was a lucky bamboo that I bought. It was in a red little vase or vase, whatever you say that word. It was in a vase, and I was just staring at it because I was bored. I said, wouldn't it be great to paint that? And my background is a little like when I started school, one of my first best friends was an artist. Like she taught me how to draw faces, noses, and stuff like that. And that was like something that it was like an escape. So whenever I'm bored or I don't want to think too much or I don't want to, I don't want to get too stressed, I will go into drawing. So I was like, what about painting? So I I saw the lucky bamboo on the table, and I was like looking at the angles, and I was like, I could pin that. I could put that on a canvas. So I went and I bought some oil pans, and I came back and I put the exact canvas. I put the lucky bamboo on a canvas, and it looked just like it. And I was like, oh, I really enjoyed that. It was fun. So push back years later, I had an apartment. I had my first a loft in Las Vegas when I moved to Las Vegas. And loft, there's just usually so bland. So when you go into my apartment, when you went into my apartment, you have to go up the stairs. And when you go up the stairs, there's a platform wall that you're staring at as you're going up. And it's just white, pale white. So I was like, I'm going to have to do something about that wall, because when you're walking, it's just so boring. And I'm just like, it doesn't excite me when I walk in here. I need something exciting. Okay, so I decided that I'm going to what do you call decorate my whole apartment with my own paintings. Crazy. So I bought a really big canvas. It was like a 40 by 30 canvas. So I sat myself down, bought a bunch of pens, and I said, I'm going to put like a forest on that wall. So when you walk off the wall, it's like you're taking a little walk, a little stroll into the wood, And I wanted that feeling because Vegas was missing this the greenery. It just doesn't have the rainforest. It has the cactuses. It's so dry. So I was like, I need something. I need like something to like excite me when I walk in there. So I started to paint. I painted my first painting, which is the forest. So when you walked up, it was a forest. And then another painting I did was I wanted something really sexy and exciting for the bedroom. So I drew this naked lady. She's in the bed. And I wanted to embellish her with a lot of flowers, And, that's what got me into painting, because painting is therapeutic to me. It is an escape. It is everything near and dear to my heart. It is such an escape. It is fun. And that's really what got me into it. I really wasn't painting to get attention. I was really just trying to decorate, but then people liked it. I was like, oh, okay. Maybe I got something here.
Wow. Yeah. Okay. So I have a second question for you about painting, but I'm more like that I wanted to ask you quick, okay? Okay, first of all, someone said we should speak more Mina, not English.
No.
No. Dede, yeah, Mira do big, but I know it's not easy, especially if you want to go technical. Mira do big, c'est original term technique, okay, it's gonna be hard for you to say in Mina. You can call it in English, and then we can go, back and forth. Someone is asking, is she a model also?
Am I a model? No, I'm not a model.
Okay, Emil, she's not a model. Say that again?
I'm too short for a model. I could probably be an Instagram model. Maybe I'm thinking about it. Maybe I would be like an Instagram model, pop and pop. I don't know. I'm thinking about something like that. If I have time.
You should shoot for some magazines. That's gonna be, that can be something you can do as well.
Yeah.
Okay, and Richard, where can we see her painting?
My paintings are on Instagram at tadoarts.com. TADO, Tado, and then arts, ARTS, tadoarts.com. Let me see if I could just write it.
Yeah, I'm trying to write it here now.
Let me see. Let's see.
TitleArts.com.
I mean, Title Arts. I'm so sorry. It's not .com. It's Title Arts on Instagram at Title Arts on
Okay.
Instagram. Yeah, it's Title Arts on Instagram. But yeah. So I had the website, but I had to just stop the website for now because I had so many things going on that I will revive the website again. It's going to come up, but I'm getting some stuff ready before I launch the website. I relaunch the website again. But right now I'm on Instagram at Title Arts. Okay.
Okay. Everyone, my last question came up. I'll go back to my question. Okay. Anyway, I will leave that comment. It's a question asked by Yao about what is her advice for other young Togolese female entrepreneurs. But I would say we can talk about that. Or if you want to answer, not just answer, you can do that right now.
No, I think we should do something like that in the end, right?
Yes.
I think.
Cool.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
And we're going to talk about that. All right. So now my next question we're going to need now. How do you call, or first of all, how do you call the type of art that you do? I believe I don't call it portrait. How do you call it? I'm not into art, but I call you an art call it work. And also, how can you describe it to someone and make it really art more?
I think you can call my art modern / abstract / decor art. Like those are the technical terms for it. But when I went into art, I wasn't really trying to fit into any kind of category. I wanted just room free because I am a self-taught artist. I learned most of my techniques on YouTube. I became very obsessed with techniques. I will watch YouTube videos like for hours after work, just learning different techniques, how to create different mediums. So I wanted to roam free in art. It was an area I didn't want to get too boxed in to one category. Now to describe my art is inspired by my background a little bit, and I'll go into that. My background is where I grew up in. I grew up in an environment where I was raised by my grandparents, my dad's parents, and they were very odd in that they didn't try to fit in too much into the society that they were in. They always went outside the norm, in that my grandfather had the chance to marry multiple wives. And at the time, it was the normal thing to do. It still is the normal thing to do in some parts of Africa. But my grandfather, he decided he wasn't going to do that. And he stayed with my grandmother all his life. That was his girl. And even though they fought all the time and we laughed at them, there was a love between them. There was this divinity, this really serene love that they shared, that so much that when my grandfather died, my grandmother, we knew she had to follow him. And, she died like a month later. And prior to that, my great grandfather, he also only had one woman, but he had money. He was wealthy in his time. He could have had multiple wives. He only married one woman, and he wanted to and she didn't cook. I don't know if we're still live or not, but I can see Kiki. She didn't cook. Hello?
Yes, go ahead.
Keep going. So she didn't cook. Kiki, are you there?
Yes, keep going.
Okay, so she didn't cook. She had he didn't want her to cook because he didn't want her skin to get wrinkly. So he will be the one cooking and teaching other people how to cook. So I grew up from a background where women were very, very free to express themselves in my household anyway. So like, I don't know how to suppress some things, which was a struggle. So my background is really based on a lot of loving, a lot of harmony in family. So when you look at my artwork, the base of it is always going to be love. And I think love is one of the most, it's probably the most powerful energy in the world, and that's what I roll on. That's my identity. So so all of my artwork is going to be it'll take a little bit of abstract, a little bit of it'll take some inspiration from Picasso. And it'll take some inspiration from people like I. Paul, and then it'll take some inspiration from even some artists like Angelique Kidjo, and then it will always come together, and it will tell one story, and it always be a story of love.
So so most of your arts are telling a story, right?
Yes.
So I'm going to show some of your artwork, and I want you to tell me. Okay, I will tell you about that specific one, and I want you to describe one of your art for us. Mia showcase SCB artwork Leo Mia Kobe. Hey, Dede Esse. Ok, bon, quel boy n'a commencé son il y a quel boy parce que le dos problème technique de les filles. Ma question du bouga c'est ma bio. Nous qu'est au blanc qui avait na yem yi school avec pla art, right? So you were self-taught. Et il dit ma bien okay, before you go or before you take something, whatever you're painting stuff, and you start painting, you get inspired now. What comes in your mind before you get into painting?
I get inspiration from the music I'm listening to. Sometimes, like, I will listen to music. Primarily, I'm a writer. Like, I started as a poet, and poetry is my first love. Okay, so I am a writer. So I started from there. So from there, I wanted to bring what I was writing into some sort of a concrete, tangible picture. So that is what brought me into painting. It was my writing that brought me into painting, because I have these amazing ideas that I describe with my pen, but I wanted colors. I wanted to play. I wanted to have more fun. So that's why I went into painting.
All right, that's awesome. So we're gonna take a little musical break, and we're gonna come back right after that, and I will ask you questions. No, I'm not gonna ask you. I will show some of your artwork, and I will ask you to explain probably two of your artwork.
Okay.
All right. Bientôt. Quel meilleur musical break à me partager le live bientôt mais le quoi. Amelola tu n'as bien c'est 20 years et des débats sur la Roma. Des débats parce que et beyond que me parle le Facebook dia she has a lot. Que like I was saying from the beginning, she has a lot but she doesn't talk that much. Donc we're gonna shine that light and more like gagna que Dede Wona. À part que nous connaissons le Facebook dia. Donc, Mia pause musicale et après on va venir et continuer.
Yeah, la vie est beau. Yeah, tout est beau. Cuisine beau. le zembo. Ah, yeah, la vie est beau. Ah, baby, la longue est beau. Ah, yeah, yeah, boy, yeah. Et fais les motos des jouets. À coup de on le père jouet. Et les motos de je veux le père jouet. Ah, ils ont ma bise, ma bise. 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 Bokidigo, 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 baba. Bokidigo, 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 baba. Baba, baba,
Sugar bonito, poquito a poquito, y si c'est bonito, Benito, Benito, ça c'est de l'art. Picasso, tu suis le manga, Samurai, Nakamura, Camera, Camera, Dengolo, Ezama sistema, Dengolo, hey. Dengolo, Ezama, Dengolo.
Bokidigo, 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 baba. Bokidigo, 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 baba. Baba, baba,
Yeah, donc à bientôt. Miga trovado, miga trovado. Merci, Nami, pour le suivi jusqu'à présent. Merci, merci, Nami. Et Pipia, Dede, il y a tel coup de tableau. Bon, et il a présenté que, il va expliquer. Donc, bon, à mon le premier actuellement, bon, et des bébés tableaux, il est le défilé.
Tableau
Yeah, go ahead.
abstract tout mais this was my first abstract work. This is partial. Partial. I did this on a 4-panel. Right. It was on a 4-panel.
Yes.
This one was, you know, like I said, I wanted to bring some image of sexy, and when I do abstract, when I see abstract works, some abstract works are very boring to me. Okay, I'll be honest. I see some abstract work, it's very boring to me. So I want to bring like a oomph to it, like a little punch into my abstract. I want the first person to look at it, even like a regular person who's not into art, to look at it, to be completely drawn into the art. I don't want somebody to look at my artwork and be like, oh, it's just abstract work. You know, people aren't really drawn by abstract that is too defined, that is too I don't know, that just fits too much into the scholarly requirements of an abstract work. I wanted to break some rules a little bit. Also in art, typically you're not supposed to use all these colors together, you know? So in a way, this is kind of breaking a lot of rules. You know, I like to learn some rules in certain areas and then just slowly break them and see what happens. So this is what it is. This one is really just talking about balance, which I don't believe there's balance. I believe that you can just do what you can and roll. Just keep rolling. Don't worry about balance.
Good. I like that.
Yeah.
Let's go to the next one. What is this? I want more details about this because it's been like what is going on
Yeah.
there?
This is inspired by a film I was watching on Netflix. I don't even remember the name of it. But when they begin the beginning of the film, they show the lady and the man who are falling slowly in love. They show them in the sky, and they're like trying and meeting each other
Oh,
nakedly, in the sky. So they were in suspense in the galaxies, and they showed them like that, and I was like, and I paused that scene, and I was like, I have to put that on a canvas. It was so fascinating to me. So I wanted to I capture that moment, and I wanted to render it onto a canvas. This is a really huge work. It's I think it's like 40 by 30. It's a very big canvas. I really like it. I think it's enticing. I might fix this later on. There are things that I don't like about it. I'm not completely satisfied with my work. Okay, like there is
yes.
something I will look at something. I'll be like, I can fix that. I need to fix this. I'm not too impressed by it. There's still some things that I think I can add to it that will make it, that will bring a little punch to it. But yeah, and this is
That,
called La Petite Mort. La Petite Mort. La
oh
Petite Mort.
wow.
I don't know who's watching, but La Petite Mort is a little, everybody knows. If you're old, you know what that is. If you speak French, you grew up in the French word, La Petite Mort, you know what that is.
Okay, now you tableau next one Andy.
Okay, it's
Oh,
the
is
same
that
one.
yeah,
Yeah,
it's the
yeah.
same one, but
Um, but this is that's called virtual reality. Like I put that in a room, but the room is fake. So I have the print. This is a professional picture that I had taken of my artwork, and I just put it in a room for presentation on social media and the internet. So yeah,
wow.
yeah.
I don't know. People are asking, I'm all of how much your art costs, or how much can they commission your art? So,
If you're trying to commission me right now with the time, my time is so cranked up right now that if you're trying to commission me, it'll cost a little bit. It'll probably start around $1,500. I don't like to talk money on an interview like this, but
yes,
um,
yes.
yeah, it'll probably start around 1,500 and up. So yeah.
And I agree with that. You cannot, when you are live like this, you cannot be telling the price of your work like that. So here's what we're gonna do. Miaka Mopolo suivre Mia. I'm going to put down Dede email. So if that's fine with you, Dede, if anyone that wants something, they can email you, and then you can take it professionally from there.
And that's also my PayPal. So if you're watching and you want to send me a little PayPal, that's also my PayPal. Okay. Okay.
Okay. Yata mi say, no me give I saw and video Dede, but I only professional. Me I saw which video Dede. So that's her PayPal, and also me amoko le say deke olate play Dede artwork you can email her through this email. Nanka name email pour et porteur, vous allez commencer par là. You're gonna take it from there. So, bien question encore. Someone is asking if you have a website.
I have a website for a different business, but not for the art. And the art business, the art website is going to relaunch soon, but it's not up yet because I'm working on some things before I launch it. So I don't have the art website here yet, but I do have another website for my soft business, which me and Kiki are going to be discussing next, I believe.
All right. So that's good. Aline Peli. Yeah, that's it. But the other thing is you can email her and also you can follow her on Instagram at Tarot Art.
Tattoo
At
art. And
Tarot
then
Art.
I'm also on Instagram at Dede_Esse, DEDE_ESSE. So
Yeah, donc et on bientôt. Let's show some love to Dede. Okay, what is this? This is the last one. What is this?
this one is it's a kiss.
Yeah.
It's a kiss. This is the it's like a kiss in the rain on the streets of Vegas. So the colors is supposed to be the lights in the background. It's a kiss in the rain on the streets of Vegas. This was inspired by a relationship that I was in back in Vegas, and I just wanted to bring the feeling of that onto the canvas. So that was that.
Wow.
That was that.
That was Aje. Agumade tableau en tête, moi, comme le moment avec question. So that was a true story that you took from the street into canvas.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's so romantic. Kiss on the rain. So that's good job. So Maglobina, this is gonna close your painting part, and we're gonna go into something else. You know, you have a lot in you that you do, but most don't know about it. So now I want to leave the painting and the art part and go into another art, literature, how you call it, I don't know, literature, and I can say the podcast, right? You do podcasts. So what pushed you into doing podcasts?
The podcast, I wanted to do podcasts. It was more of I had so many plans that, like everybody else, I had so many plans when 2020 started, okay? So my plans didn't pan out the way I wanted them to, like everybody else. So I said, okay, what can I do quickly that will, what are people doing right now? And I realized people are listening to podcasts. So I started podcasting. And at the time, I had an operation and I was in bed a lot. And I hated it. I'm not somebody that likes to stay in bed a lot. I'm very active. I love working out. So anyway, so I couldn't do that. I was healing, so I had to like sit down. It was very difficult for me. So because of that, I started reading. I read a lot anyway, but I was reading more and more in that instant. And I was listening to a lot of audiobooks. And I was like, what if I read these books and then I kind of review them or talk about what I learned from these books into a podcast? And I was like, and I started looking into the struggles of people, of the pandemic, what they're thinking about. It was something to elevate people's spirits, during the pandemic and to, I don't know, it's just to elevate people's spirits. And the podcast really zones in around meditation and the importance of meditation. I meditate, and then I do yoga a lot. Yoga is my religion. I do yoga in the morning, night. I have to do yoga. If I don't do yoga, my body just doesn't feel right. So anyway, so I wanted to bring the serenity of that into the podcast. And the podcast is really about self-development. I am obsessed with personal development. And without personal development, I don't think you can be a successful entrepreneur without personal development. So personal development, zones it around meditation and podcasts and stuff like that. And I wanted to bring that into the light. And that's why I started doing podcasts.
That's amazing. Because I remember that I've listened to one of your podcasts. I think you shared it on Facebook or something. And I've listened to it. I was like, wow, this is basically the same thing that other people do, like Americans do and we do listen to. But this one, except that this one is done by our sisters. So I love them. I was like, okay, this is something that once you're on the show, we can talk about it as well. So now more listen to your podcast. Because how can they get access to your podcast?
I am everywhere. I'm on Apple. It's called the Mindset Muse podcast. We are on Apple right now. When I first started, I didn't organize it very well. I'll be very blunt. Now what I'm trying to do is organize it into seasons. So in a yearly basis, we will have maybe 3 months of just the podcast, and then the next season will be. That happened.
Yeah.
What happened? Okay, sorry about that, y'all. I have to adjust this now.
I think it's fine, yeah.
You guys are looking right straight to my nose.
Yes. No, it's fine. You're
good. Oops. Okay, so back to talking about podcasts. Okay, so where was I? So I was saying that we talked about so we're gonna do it into seasons. So I will have about 3 months where I would just do the podcast, and then the next year or in the springtime we'll do like a regular show instead of just talking all year. I don't want to do that because I don't even have that time. So right now I did the first part of the podcast, but now I'm trying to organize it. But it's on Apple. We're on Apple Music, Anchor, any kind of where you can listen to podcasts. I'm on there at the Mindset Muse.
Okay, great. So maybe I got a break, Rika, and then after that we're gonna come back and continue the conversation.
All right, guys. See you later.
See you later.
I'm back. It's your boy Edvinho. Romeo Kwaku. Ah bon, c'est l'élève du Kumbala. Il va vous aligner encore. The light boy. Racoulé, coulé, coupé, Pepe. On va les chicoter. Pepe. On va les radier. Pepe. On va les papas qui savent pas fermer le mur. On va les Pepe. Ouh, marquez-les. Pepe. Ouh, frappez-les. Pepe. Oui, shake-les. Pepe. Ouh, Colombo. Il a fait ci, il a fait ça. Toi ça tu connais tout ça là. Tu es le grand papato. C'est toi qui s'est cassé les papous. C'est pas que Yanda. J'ai dit, tu racontes aux gens que ma chérie Coco m'a quitté, que j'arrive pas à payer mon loyer, qu'elle m'a dribblé pour Didier, Drogba, qu'elle va me rendre la vie difficile, j'ai pas aimé, regarde ta vie. Tout le monde, du piment, c'est rédié, en valeur. Amis sous le silencieux. Du piment, les papas de qui savent pas fermer le bouche. On va les Pepe. Ouh, marquez-les. Pepe. Ouh, frappez-les. Pepe. Oui, shake-les. Pepe. Ouh, Colombo. Oh papi. Maxime Top Baby. On va les chicos de Wicca. Oh papi. Évitez-le. On va les Wanda. Oh papi. On va les chicoter. You the doctor to moto, I beg you the liar to moto. You the shouter to moto, I beg and stop her this life for Emmanuel a des bails, on n'a pas l'argent, qui ne fait que la fête tous les temps. Il aime bien les petits égos, qui gère pas bien le dos. Et Malolo n'a pas l'argent. Bonnie Touré n'est pas jolie. Derrick Gabardi fait malin. Le Maria Mobile est complet. Regarde ta vie. Olivier FMI. Tout le monde. Du piment.
on valait.
Du piment, les papas de qui ça pas fermer le bouche.
On valait. Pepe, 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 ouh, marquez-les. Pepe, 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 ouh, frappez-les. Pepe, 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 oui, shake-les. Pepe, 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 ouh, Colombo. Oh papi, oh mami, oh mama, oh papi, oh papi, oh mami, on va les suivre de week-end. Oh papi, oh mami, on va les wonder, oh papi, oh my gosh, Media on black black they go. BTK, it's Zotio, Nagaja Tibiana, Bugatti boy, to a DJ, Legacy Record.
C'est que même pas la Dieu n'a calé. C'est le nouveau concept. Mon voisin, tu m'aimes pas Dieu n'a calé.
The Link Up Live by USA 228 with your host, Kiki El Silencio.
All right, yes, we are back. We are back. Dede, I saw something, so I want you to tell us a little bit about it. Okay, YouTube j'ai les sont pas si bébé aurait d'années alors pas vidéo récupérer. Est-ce que okay, where first of all was that you on YouTube cooking?
Hey, I could throw some.
Okay.
I could throw some things up and down. No, yeah, that way go. I will durant que me creo que me tô que durant que me boa. Bom, não comi expliquei a minha também a ver que a morole matezinha. E compagnie non. Donc c'est moi. Je prépare.
Parce que quelque part vidéo tout le monde Dede tu cas bon on va faire on va pas bien venir OK et nous qu'est pousser solo et dada bon n'avait là on a mis à prévoir qu'est pousser à créer et cooking channel.
Okay. The very first thing is create a cooking channel because pandemic like when the pandemic hit, like people couldn't go to restaurants anymore. Okay, and no bad. I've clock me that where yeah. Yeah, pandemia ever joy es romula me rekwem le la na wa le ko la donc peut-être ne danwa amere la ko be yemnyanda doa ila follow direction So I wanted to cook because I wanted to teach people who are stuck in quarantine how to cook because you home, you can't go to restaurants anymore. You hungry. You hungry. Wow. You die of hunger instead of COVID. So yeah.
Oh, cool. Oh, cool. At least you thought about some people. I mean, parce que même que COVID va mais it was hard for them parce que on va restaurant so I would say that was a great idea. If you are what kind of channel is that only Togolese cuisine or you have different other cuisines that you showcase on your channel?
No, I have all kinds of African cuisine. I love Cameroonian food, Gabonese food. I made these leaves. There's these leaves that Gabonese and Cameroonians make, and I had it at a wedding in Houston, and I couldn't forget about it. So I Googled it, and I learned everything I needed to learn about it. I was like, I'm going to conquer this dish, and I'm going to make it all the time. When I want to eat it, I'll eat it anytime. So I did. I'm forgetting the leaf. It's like really dry. Why am I forgetting the name of it? I can't remember the name of it, but it is on my channel. Okay.
Okay.
So you cook that with spinach. You cook it with spinach. Wala nyana masele kemi da nyana ma. All nyana parce que it's like frying. All the toama quoi. They call it frying. So ebiste sune elala sui akbala memengudon, like that's my favorite dish to eat. That's the only thing that I've ever eaten. Nenjila bulanga wa no de kape ko bule to go me impression. Don't translate that part, okay? But okay, so I cook Nigerian, sometimes I'll get some inspiration from Nigerian, like egusi soup. I haven't cooked that yet, but I will soon. I cook some Italian food. I love cooking Italian food. I'm getting into, I cook really good Thai food. I love Thai cuisine. I love Thai cuisine. I put my own little twist on it. I don't like to stick to just one country, but I'm international. I like to explore all kinds of cuisines. One of my favorite things to make in Thai cuisine is their curry sauce. I make curry with shrimp and chicken in there, and you just serve it with rice, coconut milk. It is so spectacular. Spectacular. So I make that, and then I just like to go all over. I don't want to just stick in one little. Je veux pas être coincé. I don't want to be too uptight, I like food.
It makes sense. Maintenant, moi, pour le suivre, il la suivre Dede Apollo, il y a le YouTube channel à dire, c'est Dede in the Kitchen. Et les écrans d'image, donc, il faut le bien subscribe à YouTube. Et il y a pas, et nous, Togo, Torchan, Kingbe, et du coup, mais Torchan, mais il a pas, mais il a fait, bon, ils font la clé. Donc, sans plus tarder, à Mido, guest surprise de les bébés chouami. Voilà. Go ahead. Okay, let's go on there. Dede. Alright, Niato, en attendant que Niato se dédé quoi, let's take another musical break, and we're gonna be back after this.
Golden boy, who better get on with where the Rasta, baby tama gloria de cana, baby tama gloria de cana, la se vivilo. Mr. Homeboy, put the kiko for remix it. Baby tama gloria de cana, baby tama gloria de cana, la se vivilo, la se vivilo, la se vivilo. Baby tama gloria de cana. Ma gloria de cana, la se vivir. J'aimerais juste te dire que je t'aime et que je m'imagine pas vivre sans ton amour qui me porte, qui me dirige, oui, qui tire toutes tes cordes. De mon cœur, je t'ouvre les portes. Oh bébé, ta douceur me réconforte. Serre-moi dans tes bras. Je veux rien d'autre, ce que je veux, oui, c'est toi. Oh, baby, tu donnes sens à ma vie. N'écoute pas ce que les gens disent. Concentrons-nous sur ce qu'on vit. Baby, va ma gloria de cana. Baby, va ma gloria de cana. La se vivilo, la se vivilo, la se vivilo, la se vivilo. Ma gloria de cana, ma gloria de cana, la se vivir. Carolina, na tinye bafa,
comme tu l'as scellé quoi. Ton abbé validé, mia bello. Emmanuela, Nati Jobava. Les bacs lo mia no no. Look at me like I no waste time. M'glano kwa m'gbesiagbe. Matin, midi, soir, tu peux dire m'di bani tony. Et nous qui dit à ma ouais. Trésor, m'dola dabla la ouais. Obé, vous qu'elle est bébé n'abia. Bébé c'est mon Daniel et wanya moune. Nye ma so ou so bleu. Péché mais la témoigne depuis que m'de si wam trop.
Baby va ma glonyareka. Ma glonyareka na oh. Yeah. Magloñaricana, la se vivilo. Baby, va magloñaricana. Baby, va magloñaricana, la se vivilo. La se vivilo. Baby, va magloñaricana. Baby, va magloñaricana.
Yeah, we are back. Dede, mais bon, amelo qui est bien nyare les filles, n'y a beaucoup. Au Bénin, et Cameroun, ben nous du collègue, non, et Ndola et ma.
Ok. Egbere nya amanya benu ona nya. Egbere kwa. Me egbere oyo ebe. Mu eru.
Ok. Ok. Néa, dis-moi bien, tiens, c'est bien. Togo, nous, le cas d'un dîner le plus, alors qu'on dans le plus haut. Nimbe, ok, Dede, ok, encore là, d'afficher. Togo, le cas là, ni tout le monde qui l'a va ta maintenant.
Ademe jona yaro. Ademe kwa kume so akpara dare me kudo gbo we se a. No nye dada de kuku no.
Passé. Et ouais, et c'est là, signer Pepe là, sous Ademia.
Alors, Pepe, yere kwa.
Ok. Niata, merci encore. Bien, beaucoup le suivre, bien, merci. Je suis avec d'autres frères presque. Donc, Mido, invité surprise de Kake, Yava, et Neva avec lui et Dede. Mila clôturer le choix dans quelques minutes. Donc, ma première invité surprise, les vraiment. Let's see.
Kiki Mbana.
What's up, Kiki?
Hey, Aswes.
How you doing, brother? Oh, ça va, chez toi?
Ça va, mon frère, ça va. Tranquille, on est là. J'espère que tu vas bien de ton côté.
Et on remercie Dieu.
Et donc, Agnata, moi, que je suis actuellement, né, pas le premier avec ça avec Jessie, is Aswes. Aswes, a ni artiste de la diaspora de Capé, et de Link Up Show, mais va y pas. Qui est un show à Dias, il est l'un des premiers pour les choix, même. Donc, et Dede Esse bébé, il a fait sortir vidéo clip et donc raison pour laquelle c'est un plaisir de link up show il va présenter le clip à vous et mila pour Ghana update vidéo par rapport à Aswes et ce qu'il a à venir. Donc Aswes, est-ce que tu peux me parler un peu de ta chanson et de la vidéo clip?
Yes. Thanks for having me. Merci beaucoup de m'avoir, dans le show. C'est toujours un plaisir. Donc, ma nouvelle chanson, ça s'appelle Fearless. Fearless est plus basé sur la motivation. Everyday challenges. Plus des everyday challenges. All we go through every single day. Even it's like a pain, you cry. It's more like just motivation. C'est plus de motivation pour motiver les gens, quoi. Get up, go do what you gotta do, and keep pushing. So,
Never give up,
yeah,
right?
never give up.
Yeah, that was good. I like the song, and now what we're gonna do is let's play the video, and
Okay.
after that we're gonna come back and talk.
No problem.
Yeah. Oh, Suez. They gotta make difference. Yeah. Et quand je me lève, je garde la tête haute, jamais en bas, je garde le sourire. Je suis un optimiste, jamais un sceptique. Approchez-moi mes frères, approchez-moi mes sœurs. J'ai pas changé, j'ai pas changé, j'ai pas changé. Je reste le même, I'm still the same, I never change. I never change, I never change, I'm still the same. I never change, I never change, I'm still the same. I'm fearless, I'm fearless, I'm fearless, I'm fearless. Yeah. Dans les poubelles je me suis noyé, l'on ne m'a pas pris à nager. Ma vie était toute calme, elle est venue la déranger. Les années ça se passe, Seigneur j'ai du quoi manger. Trahison, cœur brûlé, j'ai pas besoin de me venger. Des erreurs j'ai regretté, un autre chance j'ai mérité. Manipulé comme marionnette, la faute à ma gentillesse, le temps à ma petitesse. Attendez-vous une tempête. Et quand je me lève, je garde la tête haute, jamais en bas, je garde le sourire. Je suis un optimiste, jamais un sceptique. Approchez-moi mes frères, approchez-moi mes sœurs. J'ai pas changé, j'ai pas changé, j'ai pas changé. Je reste le même, I'm still the same, I never change. I never change, I never change, I'm still the same. I never change, I never change, I'm still the same. I'm fearless, I'm fearless, I'm fearless, I'm fearless. Things gotta make a name, my life's not a game. I really wanna win. Welcome to my team. I committed a crime, so c'est my hostage. Contre les chiens j'ai la rage, la famille, les amis m'ont déçu à plusieurs reprises. Les factures, les soucis m'ont fait traverser des crises. It was never easy, I'm trying to make things rosy. I got rejected so many times, you don't know what I would become. Mes plans, mes rêves ont été rejetés. J'ai échoué, j'ai pleuré, malgré tout j'ai réussi, yeah. I never change, I'm still the same. I never change, I'm still the same. I'm fearless, I'm fearless, I'm fearless, I'm fearless. Ma vie est un roman dont je suis l'auteur. Je le publie que dans mes morceaux. Et si ça te touche, faudrait que t'agisses. J'ai pas changé, je reste le même. Wake up, get up, stand up, never give up, hands up, never down, don't let anybody knock you down. Wake up, get up, stand up, never give up, hands up, never down, don't let anybody knock you down. Knock you down.
Yeah, as West, never give up, never give up.
Yes, sir.
Cheers. That's good. Good job, bro.
Yeah,
Good
thank
job.
you. Thank you.
I have another question for you.
Yeah.
What is happening with Aswest? What
Where do
update?
you
What's coming up? Updates.
I mean, that just came out. Like that's what is happening right now. I think I released like a few days ago. I think about, I can't remember, on the 10th Yeah, that was like about a week ago. So pretty much that's what I have going on. Um, yeah, fearless. That's what I have going on right now.
So everything is fearless right now.
Yeah, everything's fearless is about the mindset. Keep moving, keep moving. No matter what's going on.
That's good. That's good, bro.
Yeah,
Once again, now I'm going to be, keep up doing the good job and keep working. Nyai na
yes, sir.
But I have another question for you,
No
right?
problem.
Um,
Hmm.
Dede, nja trova gbọ́. Don't worry.
Oh, yeah.
My other question for you as well is, what do you think, or what, okay, what do you think that you as was right, a
Hmm.
diaspora artist, do you need to push your work to the next level, or I mean, to another level? What do you think you need, or what do you think you need to do?
I mean, promotion. Promotion is the
Yes.
big thing because we already doing the work. It's like it's marketing, right? You made the product, now you need to market to the client. So that's what we need now. So yeah, promotion's the biggest thing, biggest problem. Because when you look at it, like it's not now I'm gonna learn how to sing or I'm gonna learn how to rap. I already know how to do all that. Now I just need to like expose my work to a bigger crowd or bigger public. So that's what I need now.
That's great. Because Nkechi video now,
Yeah.
that video that we just played, the
Hmm.
lyrics is strong. Like when I'm listening to the lyrics, is really powerful, right? And it's a song that can be pushed, and I don't know how on a marketing level and promotion level. I know you probably have your team behind you that's working towards that. But other than what your team can do or you can do, what do you think, or what do you need from us or from the public to help push your work to the next level?
Basically, share, like, go comment, subscribe. Those are the basic things we need. From there you get exposed to more people. If one person share, your friend will see it, and oh, they like it, they will share it too, or they will share it to their other friend as well. So on se soigne par le partage, quoi. So pretty
Okay,
much, yeah.
As like I always tell you, I'm always open. Whenever something is coming up, just let me know. I will bring you on the show. We will talk about it and we will expose that. And our page as well. Sibere me posting in there. Now, once again, thank you, for coming again and talking
No,
about.
thank
Yeah.
you too.
Good
For the
job.
work you're doing. Thank you, Dede, and good job on your painting, man. Those are crazy paintings. I don't know where I would start from, but yeah, good job on those.
Good job. Thank you.
Yeah,
Same
no
to you.
problem. Thank
All
Mhm.
you.
right. As was you still gonna be with us. Now I'm gonna turn back to you, Dede.
Okay.
Um, I made a question on this song. Maybe let's save that for the end of the show. Question
Okay.
is what I don't know the question. What are the difficulties?
A bit.
Oh no, what are the advice the advice that you can give to your younger sisters or female entrepreneurs, right? That was the question.
Yeah.
But before you answer that question, I have a question for you. Okay. I know you are a female, you are in business, you are an entrepreneur, you are in art, right? Can you tell us what are the difficulties that you go through as a female entrepreneur or female business owner? What are the difficulties that you go through?
As a woman in any kind of field, when you're trying to move a profession, it's very difficult because we are dealing with a lot of emotions. Okay, women deal with emotional changes, and emotions is everything. Energy is everything. I'm kind of bent down because my phone is charging and I'm like trying to fit into the screen. But anyway, emotions is everything. Okay? Energy and emotions is everything. So one of the major things that I had to deal with was to manage, dating, balancing dating and making sure I'm also focusing on my goals and not deviating from my goals. It's something that women deal with a lot, and we don't talk about that. We don't bring it out, and it is a challenge. And if you can manage your emotions and date, manage your relationships, children, I don't have any children right now, but managing your relationship and then making sure that you don't focus too much on the relationships around you, like your friendships, or love relationship, making sure that that doesn't take too much of your focus from your goals, but at the same time making sure that you don't use too much of your energy on your business either, because both family and love and all that stuff, they matter too. So find balance. There'll be some days where I'm all about being in a relationship, and then there's some days I'm just like I want to focus on my business. So there's not going to be perfect days, but my biggest challenge is to find balance between relationships and business, and not telling people your ideas. Just working on your stuff, um, making sure that you just follow through, keeping a tunnel vision, no matter what's going on around you. Keep focus on your goals, and don't tell anyone most of the stuff that you're doing. And I don't even tell my mom. My mom told me not to tell her. like
Wow.
just focus on your goals. Stay focused on your tunnel vision.
And stay
Yeah,
fearless.
that's right. Because sometimes, me put sometimes, nyame parents and they will be so excited, and then probably like a cousin will come, or an aunt, uncle is like, oh, okay, did it that way or whatever. Then is like you don't know the intention of that person.
Right.
So I think that's a legit way to say that focus on your goal and make them happen before you talk about it.
Yeah.
No, that go ahead. That could be an idea already.
No, that's it.
Okay, and I have another question. Deux questions pour la série d'Abio. It's kind of very funny, but I'm still gonna ask because Paul, your post little Facebook did. So the post was saying that no more local post and local article, but it was about guys testing you, your business number, right?
Mm-hmm.
Testing you, try to hit on you.
Mm-hmm.
And you made a post about it. So I want to ask you, I know it's like, we are all women and this kind of stuff happen all the time. So how can you deal, or how do you deal with, as a woman and into business, doing business with male, and also because some of the male, some of the guys, they're just gonna try to contact you because they want to hit on you.
Mm-hmm.
Right? So how do you deal with this kind of males versus someone that's coming really professional?
First of all, I want to give a shout out to all my male customers and my male followers, because they are some of my biggest fans and they encourage me a lot, and they are most of them are very respectful, and they don't disrespect me a lot. But there are, it's the internet. You're on the internet. There's everything on the internet. You're gonna find everything on the internet. Okay, so I was prepared for that. So whenever I see those kind of rare, disrespectful people, I'm not a very mean. I'm not a stern and mean person. I know sometimes on my Facebook posts I was sound mean, but I'm a sweetheart. I don't like to show that to people though. Not everybody needs my sweet side because they don't know how to handle it. So I'm a sweetheart, you know. So I'm going to, you know, either tell you, if you say hey, I'll be like, hey, you know, this is a business page. And I tell them, like, you try to order something because I want money. I have people calling me from Canada and Italy and Togo and Ghana. I'm like, listen, I'm selling sauces. I want money. So you know, I just laugh about it for the most part. And then if they insist, I end up just blocking the numbers. You know, that's gonna happen. As a woman, that's gonna happen. And I expect that. I expect that. I don't think it's gonna be something that would challenge my focus in any way. I think it's amusing. It's funny. But I end up sometimes getting customers out of that. I end up getting people who, you know, who they feel bad and they're like, oh, let me buy some from her.
So they end up buying at the end. Like Kojo Benson, maybe I tried. She told me I'm too poor. Kojo, I tried. She told me I'm too poor.
I never did. He's a liar. I haven't talked to him since last year. He's lying on me.
That's good. That's good. Okay. The last question is that question is going for both of you. I'll start with you as West, and then I'll go to Dede. Um, you know, what do you think that the internet is doing for you as well as an artist? What do you think the internet is doing for you, and how do you think you can take advantage of that to grow up your craft?
I mean, the internet is doing a good job, like exposing, my work, all that. I mean, it's because of the internet, like I'm actually talking with you guys right now. So, yeah, from talking to you now, I'm sure like that there are some people watching us right now who don't know me before. Maybe even Didi doesn't know me before, but now she kind of sees me. So the internet is exposing my work, but at the same time, it's not spreading it the way I want it, you know, to more people. So, and that comes to marketing again, marketing strategies, how to reach out to more people, and that's that's a whole different field. I have to learn more about or focus more on to expose my work. So yeah.
Good, good. That's so overall, I think the internet is, having a good impact on your work, right?
Right.
Okay. So the reason why I'm asking that is, okay, now let me go back to Dede first, and then I'll conclude.
So the question is, what is the internet doing for the business as far as promotion is concerned?
Yes.
It's doing a lot. It's doing everything. The internet is everything right now, and it is hot. And you have to hit it. You have to hit the metal when it's hot to be able to shape it. So I don't know if I'm saying that right, but whatever. But what I'm trying to say is the internet is a tool, just like any other thing. It's a tool. I look at it as a tool, and we have to use it to our own advantage. It is an amazing tool. There are people who are millionaires because of the internet. There's so many people. There are 30. When I checked in 2020, there are 3,700 millionaires made every single day. Okay, in the United States. 3,700 millionaires made millennials turning into millionaires every single day. And I bet you right now that number is rising. And this is the time to not sleep on yourself. If anybody else is sleeping on you, that's cool, but don't be the one sleeping on you, because this is the time to like take advantage of. I just don't like to waste my time. I don't like wasting time because I can't get it back.
Yes.
Nobody can pay me back in seconds. 10 minutes of my time, 30 minutes. You can pay me back in 30 minutes, no matter how rich you are. So I don't like a wasted time. So the internet is here. It's a tool, and I think we should all take advantage of it.
Great. Great. The reason why I asked that question is I know right now that a lot of people are having a um, it's like people are having this kind of balance because the internet is great, right? The internet is great, but on the other hand, the internet can destroy it as well. So that's why I asked you, like, what are the impacts of the internet on your work that you do? So I'm glad that you both the internet is having a positive and a great impact in your work. So let's all just keep pushing and keep working towards the for that so that we can build up a great and a beautiful community because that's all we want, a beautiful community. And let's all
Exactly.
use the good part of the internet to build that. So I think we are almost at the end of the show. So I'm gonna have your last word as Wes, and if you can do a little freestyle for us as well.
All right. So yeah, I would say go watch Fearless. You know, everybody who is watching us right now, go watch Fearless. Like it, share it, comment it. I want to see your comment there. I want to see what you think about it. Yeah. So a little freestyle. Um, dans les problèmes, je me suis noyé. L'on ne m'a pas pris à nager. Ma vie était toute calme. Elle est venue la déranger. Les années, ça se passe. C'est j'ai dit quoi manger. Trahison, cœur brûlé. J'ai pas besoin de me venger. Des erreurs, j'ai regretté. Un autre temps, j'ai mérité. Manipulé comme marionnette. La faute à ma gentillesse. Le tort à ma petitesse. Afin de voir une tempête. I swear they gotta make a difference. You already know. Pa 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 pa.
Pow, pow, pow. You gotta make a difference.
Always, always, always.
Good job, bro. Good job, bro. Dede,
Well,
last word and
Yeah, they did a lot of freestyle, Nami.
Dede, freestyle.
we can see back budget freestyle. We go. Talk about your few man. You're gonna freestyle.
Okay. Okay. Ma bio leke. Um, e hake Jona Jinao. Ke no sea. Ye to artist togolais be hake no sea ejina tijinao.
I love Ethan Black's Etigas Yagavea Mulana Oro Mulana Oro. There you go. So I like that song, and I like what other song do I like? I like I like the new song by Tufan Bo by I like that song. So like I was listening to it the other day, like in my room, and I was like, dude, I was like pumping, my energy was up. I was like, yeah, I like this song, you know. And I love Dianuela. Okay, Dianuela is very vulgar. I like her boldness. I think she's so bold, and she's very different from what the community would approve of. Her lyrics are very
Okay.
kind of offensive a little bit. With the wink. I love her energy. I want her to come out more. I really love her energy. Love Dianuela. I love Picaloos. Picaloos is an amazing rapper. I wish he could rap in English. He kills it every time. I love Picaloos. there's so many artists that I could just keep going and going and going. But those are the people that really are standing out for me right now. I like Santrino. I like Raphael. Raphael. I don't know if I'm saying Raphael Santrino. And then there's that kid. There's so many of them. Okay.
Okay. All right. Now, last time, what? Just name me one artist from the diaspora.
One
That
artist from the diaspora that
yeah,
I know of.
no.
I don't know what all these artists that I told you about. I don't know where they are at. I don't know if they're here.
They're in the back home. They're in the back home.
They're all back home.
Yeah, they are in back home.
Okay. So in the diaspora, you have what? You have what's his name? Uh, I don't know many of the diaspora artists, to be honest with you. I'm not very familiar with them. I
Yeah.
probably listen to their stuff, but I don't know them very well.
But
I know that we're trying to promote Togolese music, and I do put some of the Togolese music on my stuff sometimes when I'm promoting on Facebook and Instagram. And I think you guys are doing a great job. Keep going. Don't give up. Promote, promote, promote. That's what it's all about. But I'm not. I probably know those artists, but I just don't know them by the top of my head right now.
okay, now you just have one in front of you. Ask first. So from today, now you know Ask fearless.
Now I know you, so I know.
They gotta make a
I'm not. I'm
difference.
not. I can't see the screen very well. Let me see. Hold on one second. Let me see. Okay. I swear. How do you say it?
RSOS.
Arswest?
Here we go.
Arswest. Okay. Okay. Now I'm gonna go on YouTube. I'm gonna subscribe to you because every time I find a Togolese artist, the first thing that I do is I go to their YouTube and I always subscribe to their YouTube. Okay, I don't
Okay.
do any of that, but now you know. But I always do that. I don't care, what the rating is. I like to just subscribe to the channel. I've always done that.
Good job. So now
That's the thing.
we are basically at the end of the show. Thank you, Dede, for coming. Thank you, Aswest, for coming as well.
You're
And
welcome.
I would like to say this, without you two, probably this show will not happen. And that's why I need to thank you. And also, I need to thank each and everyone that's watching us right now because without you guys, we're gonna be here talking, but it's just like we're talking in the air, right? So, Akpene Nyamoko, le suivre mis jusqu'à présent, Akpene merci à merci pour partager, merci à vous, parce que ben, là, build communauté, on est né, là, avancé, hein. Donc, merci, 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 merci à tout le monde. Merci, né, à mon coco, pour cette culture dans la diaspora, et à Fiwa Vincent, DJ Mike, Kodo Esse l'Africana, Serge, Wabetima, and each and everyone, I'm pour le pousser, Togobe culture en général et la musique. Merci, Nami, continuez. Et le dernier merci ira à équipe Kelembo Domenama. Bien sûr que on avait, the link up show, Nambala qui est là, Kono, à Kassampa, but there are people behind me. So, merci né à Messia, mais Joubert, le plus sexy de tous les Togolais, et il y avait graphique, on est occupé à celui, donc merci à Didier Imax, Emile, merci né, qui est behind the scene, merci Nami. So, I think, yes, I covered everything. So, après, Mila clôturé, choix kudo, etan, be hayeya, kombe de bebe etan, be hajana jinaya. Mila clôturé kudo, etan, be haye, qui veut toi, janta. Donc, après, non, monsieur, mais qui suit, as well as continue. Et,
Thank you.
just let me know, and I can have you
Thank you.
back again in the show. Did it?
Ouais.
And I know you have some other stuff coming up. So once everything is ready, just let me know and we can have another talk. And Mia Pomposo et nous gentil. Donc, thank you et à mes amis qui les suivent, Mia, on se retrouve dans 2 semaines avec invité beau et invité surprise beau. Donc, passez une très bonne nuit et on va terminer avec Janta.
This is Ash on the beat.
Bless some things,
Yeah, when you jump out, nada come at the tuna for fortune on you. Yeah, when you jump out, 1,000, 1,000. Yeah, when you jump out, I'm ready to get a lot of you. Yeah, when you jump out, I'm ready to some things. Caterpillar, it's an omega. 1,000, me by Yereka. We know they speak for the Jamaica. Some of them get it, pay on the Jamaica. Seigneur les compétents. Jamais fois aux yeux, n'aime des nagas. Et n'aime bien pour bien, y'aime des nagas. Oti la chika, la ibeniga. Kaleto machine avao.
Bless some things,
Agbogbonga koko hafi sanado. Yawe nye jankaro. Nana kama tetona for fortune on you. Yawe nye jankaro. 1,000, 1,000. Yawe nye jankaro. America, tia obeto femini bisoto wantia oba bakomini okomya yo mejum yo babuto mini e womtele wenti oba sitomini e manya tobe yo le tim yo le comme mitono bo mate comme on kona janta la c'est domo cherchez pas les vivants parmi les morts mi les boumons mi mate quand tu cesses la hakwachomo afu le vomitation no no isola dada ana kwa ojumbe no no miami mono ne mi biji ankuvia bia la c'est nyewe ni janta Kaleto machine avao, Sujango, Agbogbonga koko hafi sanado. Yawe nye jantaro, Ahmed le champagne. Yawe nye jantaro, 1,000, 1,000. Yawe nye jantaro, Atomic Corporation. Yawe nye jantaro. What's up? Massim Papevi Cédric Acuesta Akonyama célébrer succès Couteau Duchesse Le château fort Duchesse C'est ça Beluga Cyril Akonon Chanta les cap Qu'elle a fait à merde. Bless 1,000, 1,000.